This is a revisit on this antique Emerson Fernleaf. I now have it installed in my family room, where the Casablanca Mission once was.
This looks so much cooler though.
Since the last video of this fan, I have made this light kit out of parts from a website called Grand Brass Lamp Parts, and I spray painted them to the closest color I could find to the fan.
And it has these little turnkeys. What could those be for?
Turnkeys for each individual socket.
Oh,
you know, that one's a little touchy.
I see what you mean.
I don't know what's going on with that one,
There we
but
go.
there's half.
This also hangs very low, so.
It does. Down rod is just a steel pipe from Lowe's that I spray painted the same color as the light kit, and the canopy was separate from eBay, and I spray painted it that same color.
It is an Emerson canopy, I believe. I also don't know why they invented their.
Oh, it is an
upper
Emerson
canopies.
fan. Oh.
No, I know. It matches.
Oh yeah. Basically what I did was I found 3 canopies on eBay, and I put it up on Facebook and just did like a poll. I just said, which one should I get? And this one got the most votes, so I just went with it. And turns out this would have been pretty close to the original anyway. These blades are also original, unrestored. Pretty well preserved over the years.
That is pretty nice.
And this is using Hunter original mounting hardware.
Is on I think this is a W8.
Yep, we got a W8. Casablanca W8.
It's pretty rare. I'm gonna dim the lights.
It's a solid state and light dimmer all in one.
You want it full brightness?
You can dim it down like a little bit. Like I'll put it like right there.
Okay.
So the motor shaft in this fan is very, very, very worn out. On full tilt, the rotor will scrape the stator, so we can't really run it on full tilt. And sometimes it won't start, but this time it did. Here, you actually have to let it get up to speed before turning it all the way down, or it will stall. So we'll let it speed up first.
And this fan loves to vibrate, so.
And then once it gets up to speed, I can just turn it all the way down.
It's not even so much the fan itself that's making the noise, but
It's the light kit.
it's this glass that's like vibrating like crazy.
The glass and bulbs combined are just making a ton of noise. I tried to help it a little bit by putting electrical tape where the globes go on, but
I found that doing rubber bands works better actually. Both work, but the rubber is a little bit better at isolating noise if you happen to have those.
Only thing with this one is that the shades don't fit perfectly in there, and they're kind of right on the edge if you look closely.
No, kinda, yeah.
Still a really cool fan. I really love this thing a lot. Lead wires are also brand new, and you can see the terminal connection thing up there on top of the motor.
Last time we used this using the snap switch down here, which does still work, but it doesn't really give you almost any range of speeds at all, so.
The speed coil is just gone.
It's, per usual, fast and faster.
Fast,
So now
faster, and fastest.
Yeah.
Let me crank the speed up a little bit. This is very tricky. You turn the knob to turn the speed up right here, and it will not increase in speed until you go way up. And it's very, very touchy. So now the motor just got louder, but okay, it looks like we're going up in speed a little bit now.
Yeah, these antiques are definitely touchy.
And it's not really going up in speed, but
Up a little bit, but you can do more.
if I move it too much, it's going to try to go full tilt. And there's like one little tiny spot on this wall control where you can get like a medium speed. It's going a little faster now. I'm going to try to turn it up a little bit more. Very, very sensitive. I'm trying to. There it goes.
And also, yeah, it's hard to tell because this takes forever to speed up. It's also getting to the point now where the light is, or the whole shaft rather, is swinging back and forth a little bit. See, it's still getting faster.
See, now it's going to try to go full tilt, so I'll turn that down a little bit.
It's so weird how it does that.
It's very, very sensitive.
When you leave it alone. I think these fans are more just designed to go on high and nothing else.
Either high or low, really. Now it's slowing down a lot. But let me put this on full tilt. It's not scraping yet. This thing just sounds very worn out.
Well, it is over 100 years old, so.
I guess this would be from like the 1910s.
I'm not too great with dating these, but I more so have just a general idea of decades instead of years. But someone who's...
Uh-oh, there it goes. So you can still have it on a fast speed like this. It just can't be full power, because it'll start scraping. Now let me turn it down a little more. Alright, so you can get it to about right here, which is still pretty good.
Still moving a ton of air and not on full tilt.
It's a very good air mover. It's got a 15-degree blade pitch. There's spin down.
That torque.
Yeah, this thing needs a new shaft, unfortunately, but
Is that doable?
I don't even know. For now, it just is what it is. I'm hoping this is going to be permanent here, but we shall see. I think it's like a really awesome display piece.
Definitely. If you use something that had more like capacitor-based controls, then it would be quieter, but these antiques are typically harder to use those types of controls on because I think for the most part, they like really high, or they need really high capacitor values, like more so than what controls are typically made with.
Yeah, that would be pretty difficult. But there it is. The
Hey, it's
antique Emerson Fernleaf. Now with a light kit.